the gang over this weekend to watch football, Saturday or Sunday, for College Bowl or the NFL, you need to be making this pot of sloppy joes. That's right, lentil sloppy joes, guys. This is a simple recipe. It's going to feed a large crowd. You're going to want this super tasty. Don't need to babysit it. Let it sit in the slow cooker all afternoon while you guys are enjoying the game. This is one of my favorite tailgate recipes, so stick with me. I'm going to show you how simple it is to make it. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Vicki-Lynne here. Got another great recipe for you. So hey, you don't have to be a football fanatic to want this recipe. This recipe is great for kids, adults, anybody. It's great for a Monday, a Tuesday, or the weekend, tailgating on the road or in your lunch. It packs really well and it's packed with protein. So I'm going to show you how to make this. Let's go. To start our lentil sloppy joes, we're going to add a little bit of water to a hot pan, and we're going to saute our onions and our green peppers. And again, guys, if you have different colored peppers at home, you don't have to go buy green peppers, just whatever you have. Now, I'm making a big pot of this because I'm going to show you how you can morph these delicious sloppy joe lentils into a bunch of different recipes just by using this one base recipe. So we're going to saute these. It's going to take about 4 to 5 minutes. We want to cook them down. So now that the garlic has cooked, give it a quick stir. We're going to add in our water, our veggie broth. I'm using non-chicken broth because I happen to have that better than bouillon in my fridge, so that makes it so much easier to use, but just use a veggie broth of whatever sort that you have. And we're going to add our dried lentils. So these are brown lentils. You just want to rinse them and go through them just to make sure there's no pebbles or anything in them. Add that to your pot, and now you're going to cover it. You're going to bring it up to a boil, turn down the heat, and let them simmer for about 20-25 minutes until they're tender. And then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients and make these the best sloppy joes you've ever had. Okay, so as you can see, the lentils have puffed up, absorbed all of our liquid. They're tender. Now we're going to add in the remainder of our ingredients, which is some tomato sauce. We're going to start getting some more flavor in here. Some ketchup. Don't forget, guys, recipe will be down below. We're going to add in some tomato paste. Now, if you don't have a can of tomato paste, you can always get them in these tubes, which makes it super simple. I'm going to eyeball it. 2, 3. That makes it really convenient. These keep really well in your fridge. We need some apple cider vinegar and some mustard. Start getting that mixed in. A little bit of brown sugar. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. So do make sure it is vegan. So I know Annie's and I believe the Whole Foods brand, the 365, is vegan. chili powder. Okay, give that a stir. And then you're going to want to let this cook for another 10 or 15 minutes. Let all those flavors. Now I also add some red pepper flakes. We like a little bit of kick. If you don't add them. You don't have to. But you could also add a little sriracha. Totally up to you. I'm going to leave it off the recipe. But again, you've been here long enough, guys. You know we like everything with a little bit of kick. I won't put it on the recipe, but again, with all these recipes, make them your own. Add your own flavoring. Oregano is good in this, but I am going to show you how to morph this into a couple of other great recipes and what you can do with this base recipe. So now we're going to let this just cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. We want all those flavors to absorb. Okay guys, look, it's all absorbed. Give it a try. And again, always adjust to your liking, not mine obviously, because you're the one eating it. I am going to add actually some fresh ground pepper to mine. I like tang. I think it's absolutely perfect for me. All right, that's all ready to make sloppy joes. If you have a bunch of people coming over, make a huge batch of this and put it in a slow cooker. People can just serve themselves. So if you're having Grey Cup parties or Super Bowl parties, or just you're having everybody over Saturday or Sunday for football, just have them, just leave it in the slow cooker. Everybody can just serve themselves whenever they want. High in protein, it's delicious, it's nutritious, and super simple to put together, and you don't even have to babysit it whatsoever. Hope you guys have enjoyed this, and then stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to morph this recipe into a bunch of other ways to serve this. So let's give these a try. I just have them on simple hamburger buns, but you could get some nice torta buns or like sesame seed buns. You could zhuzh them up as much as you want, or keep them as simple as you want to go. These are budget friendly. Don't forget that. We're talking lentils and some sauce. Super simple. You can make a big batch for probably about $5. Add the buns. You're like $10 for a huge crowd. Super, super simple. Give them a try. Want to kick it up a notch a little bit more? Get some vegan shredded cheese if you want to put that on there. Or you could add a little nutritional yeast on top of it. Keep that also simple. And you could also put some other condiments out, some jalapeno peppers or whatever else, other condiments, some onions, or do a little kind of like bar so they could add a few extra toppings if you'd like. You could also make this into, and I'm going to show you what else you can make this into. So stay tuned for that.